I'm Ryan.
I'm Cole. I'm Shannon.
I'm Matthew. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Matt.
And it's time to wake up in Provincetown.
Good morning, everybody. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. In Provincetown. This week featuring Wake Up, Wake Up. Can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Make it strong, please. Hey. Ho. Hey. Wake up, wake up. No, really, can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Friday, August 9th. This is Wake Up in Provincetown.
Tis.
Thank you for joining us. We've got a chock-full show for you today.
We really do.
How are you?
I'm great.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you have a fun week?
I had a great week.
Good.
How was yours?
It's getting to the point in the season where I'm like, I don't know what happened this week.
Why not? I even know what happened to you. You went and saw Harlow this week.
That's one of many things I did. No, literally this morning I was like, what did I do this week? And then I think back to this weekend. I'm like, that was this week.
Mhm.
Everything that happened this weekend feels like it was months ago.
You're cramming in so much fun stuff. That's why.
True. How are you cramming fun stuff in?
A little bit, but I finally actually went to the beach for the first time this week, all
fun.
summer.
Which beach did you go to?
The Bois Beach.
Oh, work.
And I'm out there and I'm like, it's like August 4th and I haven't been to the beach at all. So the summer was really, really kind of flying by for me in a way that I didn't stop to smell the Speedos. You know, you have to take a minute
and really
enjoy,
get a whiff.
Just remember, and also, so we go on via boat and we're sitting on the boat looking at the Bois Beach. And I said to my friends on the boat, I said, see that really, really pale boy in the orange thong? He's got a great ass. Check it out.
Trevor.
And my friend who was driving the boat said, that is not an orange thong. That is his pubes and genitals.
Trevor.
And I thought to myself, I need to get my eyes checked. I would have sworn it was a swimsuit. But it was also the brightest orange, the brightest shade of like the color that doesn't seem to exist in nature.
Apparently it does.
Is that Trevor? Was it Trevor?
No. Trevor does often wear an orange thong. That's why I thought it was him.
No, the person had nothing on. But if that was you, pale boy with the bright orange, nice butt. And front too, I guess. Like really
yeah.
That's what I did on Monday.
Did you make it to the beach from said boat?
I got off the boat and stood in like waist deep water,
but I didn't go to the beach.
I looked at the beach from a boat. To me, that's going to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do the trek anymore. I just go and look at it.
Nice.
You still walk across the marsh to get to the Bois Beach?
Yeah,
that takes all day.
I know. Which is, I've been going to pools more than Bois Beach.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, you're middle-aged.
I just like by the time I start feeling really cute, and by the time I get out there, I'm like sweaty and dehydrated, and I have like rash from my backpack, and I'm just like, this isn't cute anymore.
Yeah, the hike to Bois Beach is for when you're in your 20s. Pools are for when you're in your 30s. Boats are for when you're in your 40s. Take a boat to the Bois Beach.
I don't love a boat.
You don't?
No.
I do. But next time I'll bring a telescope or binoculars or something.
You pervert.
Oh, is that not allowed?
I mean. Oh my God, the craziest thing happened to me. I had 4 shows of Devil Wears Payless this past week.
And they all sold out.
No. We had great crowds for all of them, but one thing that is so weird is we will do the exact same show and get such different reactions from the audience. I do feel like all of our audiences enjoy the show, but we had a show on Tuesday that was literally 10 minutes longer than usual because we had to stop for laughter.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh my God, amazing. It was so much fun. Like literally you tell a joke and then it would be like, 10 seconds of just waiting, and it was the whole show. The whole show ran long. Oh no. Oh, good. What will I talk about? The whole show ran like 10-15 minutes long, and then the next day, same exact show, and just pulling for a laugh. And I don't think that they are enjoying the show any less. I just think some audiences laugh and some don't.
Yeah, some people are very amused and don't make a lot of noise.
I it's no shade to those people because I'm one of those people. I kind of just sit and smile when I'm having a good time. I'm not a guffawer.
You chuckle softly to yourself.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like the audience needs one or two of those people to like let everyone else do it. And if you don't have those people, it's just everyone kind of sits in silence.
Right.
But they all love the show, but yeah, it's just weird. But I was barking on Friday, and I'm out on the street handing cards out to people selling the show, and this couple walks by me. It's this older couple, a man and a woman, and I go, Devil Wears Payless tonight at 10. She goes, if I take yours, you have to take mine. I was like, okay. And she hands me this little card, and I fucking knew it was going to be on it. Can you guess?
Jesus.
Yeah. Freedom from homosexuality.
Yes. You're already free from homosexuality.
Yeah. No, I'm like, honestly, the reason I'm here is because I wanted to be free from heterosexuality. And I am. But also, I'm like, what made her think I was gay?
Read the room.
Oh, she read the room.
No, she needed to have read the room.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Yeah.
What did you do with it?
I just laughed at it all night, and as my friends passed by, I handed it to them.
Oh, you gave it away?
No, I didn't give it away. I was like, oh, I have something for you. And then I would take it back to give to my next friend to walk by.
Did you keep it? I want to see it.
I thought I kept it, but I think it just got eaten alive by that dressing room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But wild. I wish I'm not the quickest. I say to this audience that watches the show every week, they're like, yeah, bitch, we know. But I wish I was faster with a retort, because it was one of those things where immediately 5 seconds after shock when I started like thinking of the
Tell
thousands.
her now.
No, that's all too mean for this show.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was wild. Also Saturday night, I went to go see Ms. Cracker. And it was such a phenomenal show. Ms. Cracker is one of those performers who I literally could give her a microphone and have her stand on stage for an hour, and it'll be an amazingly entertaining show. But I definitely think she figured out a little what her show should be more than last year. Last year, her show was amazing and entertaining just because she's so fun and really just knows how to work a crowd. This year, the show was a lot more concise, and it was so fun. It was called Ms. Cracker and Her Boyfriends. And basically, she got there, did a number, and then she was like, I'm going to tell you about my boyfriends. I've had 5 of them. And then she told me about the first one, and then did a number about it, and then told you about the second. And I feel like it's so nice as an audience member to just to kind of know, like, this is what the show's going to be. I can kind of sit back and relax and not wonder what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
So it was really fun and awesome. Miss Cracker was amazing.
Good. And I'm pretty sure that on Monday, while I was performing at Showgirls, you were probably at the Bearded Mistress pageant.
I was at the Bearded Mistress. How did Showgirls go?
It went great.
Did you win?
I didn't win,
So
but
not that great. I'm just kidding.
every person, at least once a day since Monday, somebody has stopped me either at work or on the street. While I was working on Tuesday, this woman came up to the bar and she goes, I loved your number at Showgirls last night, so I did Realtor's Paradise. She goes,
I love that one.
And she goes, and I got to tell you, I live in Cambridge in a 900 square foot apartment. Children share a bedroom, and they're constantly going, mommy, why don't I have my own bedroom? All my friends have their own bedroom. And she goes, because your friend's mom is an anesthesiologist and I'm a teacher. That's why you don't have your own bedroom. She goes, and your song really spoke to me about the price of real estate in Massachusetts. And I was like, thank you, miss. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, totally. I imagine with those $100 tickets, a lot of people in the room are real estate agents.
Dun, 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 dun. Look at his face.
Who else could afford that?
Nobody. Yeah, so it was a great time.
Good. Who did win?
Mount Edna, I think. Yeah.
I've heard about them, but I don't know if I know who they are.
Mount Edna is the newer queen on the scene.
Slay.
Yeah. Beautiful singing voice. Incredible singing voice. Knocks it out of the park week in and week out.
Nice.
It's hard to compete with a real singer when you're pretending to sing.
You are a real singer, Bob. I hate that you say that. Last time, what were you singing at the first show you did this year that I was like, I hate that Bob says he's not a real singer. Like, you sounded so
Was
great.
it No Scrubs?
No. It was a song that...
Like, sounding like T-Boz is not sounding like a real singer.
Wow, drag her. Drag
I meant Chili.
her.
I meant Chili. Thank you for saying that. That's very sweet.
Yeah. But like Bob said, I was here at the Bearded Mistress, a sold-out show here at the Provincetown Brewing Company.
Once again.
Yeah, our 4th annual Bearded Mistress. This past August 5th was the 5th anniversary of the brewery, and every year for the anniversary, we do the Bearded Mistress pageant. The prize is $500, as well as you're able to appear on the can the next summer. Currently, Brittany Rolfs, aka Ooh Girl, aka Pink Lady Apple.
Ooh, girl.
Yeah. No, she picked her drag name Pink Lady Apple, and I was like, girl, it should have been Ooh Girl. And she's like, I hate that. I didn't think about that. But she came back to pass over her crown. Me and Todd hosted. I do feel like lately, every time I do drag, I'm like, this is the best I've ever looked, which is great. I'm learning and growing. I think we have a picture. That's me and Todd. Oh, just Trish. Speaking of Trish, Trish won.
Who's Trish?
Do you know Carl Gregory?
I love Carl
Yeah.
Gregory.
If you saw Angels in America, Carl Gregory was the boyfriend. What's his name?
Lewis.
No. Yes, Lewis. Yeah.
Lewis.
Carl Gregory was Lewis. Did a phenomenal job in that. Really had a really fun time here at the Bearded Mistress pageant. I'm excited to see what the image of Trish is gonna be, because Trish always has a neck brace and like missing teeth, like she like just had an accident. So I'm excited to see that on the can.
Were you here for that? No.
Her first bit was walking out and spitting out her teeth onto the audience. It was so good. Also, Sam did an incredible job. Check. She was doing double duty as mic check, a contestant, as well as running AV. Really great job. Honestly, it was the best Bearded Mistress we've had. The contestants all brought it. There was most all of them could have won.
Mm-hmm.
It was really just splitting hairs. And I think Trish won because the ridiculous level was just through the roof.
I mean, Carl's very, very funny.
Yeah, exactly. Carl also works at Cohi.
Mm-hmm.
I think the little one.
Oh.
Cohi West End.
Mm-hmm.
So stop in and say hi and congratulations. They did such a great job.
Good.
The funny thing is someone goes, I can see the edges of your breastplate. And I go, babe, I have a beard. I'm like, not trying to fool anyone. People are crazy about that. People have such weird expectations for drag. I'm like, this is it. This is exactly how I want it to look. You know what I mean? What else did I do? I have a list of things I did. Ooh, I also had dinner at Sal's for my first time this season.
I did too. How was your experience?
The restaurant was fantastic. Siobhan was amazing. Our server Ivan, you remember Ivan, who used to be a food runner at the food runner at the Red Inn, was really great. It was a great experience overall. But I feel like I'm the #1 hater of dogs in this town, and I'm gonna complain about them again. So I said we sat at a table along the edge of the deck. Beautiful place to have dinner, and behind us there was this really adorable couple with their super adorable pit bull, very well behaved, very adorable. And then at one point, because their back is to me, at one point I hear Siobhan say, oh, if you could keep your dog a little closer to your table. And they were like, well, and she's like, well, it's yours. It's not our responsibility to work around your dog. It's your responsibility to keep your dog in check, which so true. So many people are afraid to say things like that, but not Siobhan, and I love her for it. And then towards the end of our meal, we were wrapping up our entrees, and another table gets sat in front of us, or in front of me. I went with Todd behind Todd, and they also brought a dog who seemed panicked. It was it's a small space.
The dog probably heard they were almost out of chicken carbonara.
Because I
too would have panicked.
Because I ate it all. And then to calm them, the woman who came to the dog starts petting it. And it's breezy, we're outside, and I literally watched this like fog of dog hair come straight at my face. Which, yuck. And once again, I just ask everyone to get a grip when it comes to the dogs. I love dogs so much. And I think like the brewery is a very great space for dogs. It's spacious. It's more of a chill, low-key vibe. Our patio is dog friendly. And I feel like there's space, but like I'm eating a $40 pasta and chicken dish. I don't want dog hair in it. You know?
Fair. I think that's fair.
And my chicken tenders, like, fine. I'm just kidding. I feel like everyone should take a thorough look deep within and really ask themselves where their dog belongs and where it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. I like that you said the woman who came with the dog. Didn't the dog come with her? It's like the dog went to the restaurant and the woman came with him.
Well, she came with a dog. You know what I mean? She arrived with a dog, is what I mean.
I'm just playing.
Kidding. What else did I do this week? Ooh, I also had brunch at Liz's for the first time. Brunch at Liz's for the first time.
Ever?
No, this season.
Oh.
And I got my favorite order, which they always laugh at me for. I get the hash Benedict because the hash there is so amazing. And then I get a side of hash.
You do?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah. And I would have eaten the entire thing, but Todd gave me one of his pancakes.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. So, and the server was like, I'm not taking this plate until you eat all that hash. You ordered so much hash. And I was like, he gave me a pancake. I would have eaten it all. But another really great meal.
It sounds like Todd was here a lot.
Well, Todd arrived on Sunday to host the Bearded Mistress pageant. I think hopefully left this morning. He stayed an extra day, but I love Todd. He's one of my best friends. So obviously I just hung out with him the whole time.
Good.
I also last night saw Varla Jean Merman.
Finally.
I know.
You usually go 4 times.
Yeah. I'm just such a huge fan of Varla Jean Merman. Every time I see her show, I'm like, this is it, the pinnacle of drag.
Mm-hmm.
The best drag you will see. So entertaining. The show is incredible. Every year her show gets better and better. And I loved hearing the story. I mean, there were 2 stories that she told that were really great. One about her television debut, which I won't spoil. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's wild. And the other about her short-lived Broadway musical, which I did not know about.
I know.
And I cried.
Yeah. Varla will put you through it.
Yeah.
She'll make you laugh. She'll make you cry.
I'm just a really big fan of Leslie Jordan, and she just told some really incredible stories about him. And the world is missing his spirit. So, yeah.
For sure.
Can I talk a little about non-Provincetown really fast?
Is it the Olympics?
No, it's going to be real. Oh, right, the Olympics. We'll come back for news after this.
Sorry.
But are you watching House of the Dragon?
No.
This season was terrible. That's all I wanted to say. So bad.
Is it over already?
Yeah, nothing happened. It was like basically this entire season was a trailer for the next season. It was annoying.
That's why I don't watch that stuff.
Okay, let's go to Sister Mary Star Time. Sister Mary Playtime or Sister Mary's Star Time astrology.
Great.
Hello, honky tonks. It's me, yes, Sister Mary, for Sister Mary Star Time, Star Time, Star Time. Pisces. Now, what a miserable week you've had this week. Your frame of mind has just been dreadful, dreadful. Almost very wet, 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 like the weather in Provincetown. You have felt so unmotivated. Well, I have to say, Pisces, that the sun is shining, and so are you, my little fishes. So make sure you swim the ocean and not the stream. Leo. Yes, this is your turn, Leo. To roar like the lion you are. Rah! Don't hold back for everything the world throws at you this week. Don't regret it. Remember, you have the eye of the tiger, the fire, and let's hear that roar. Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, isn't this interesting for your star sign? I know you have felt that flutter of excitement, that yearning and that burning, of that secret desire, of that beautiful stranger you've seen cruise past you who's caught your eye. On Commercial Street, you are feeling foxy, sexy, and exciting. So why not take your chance on that beautiful stranger, Aquarius? That's it for me, Sister Mary's Star Time, and you can catch me with Sister Mary's Playtime at the Red Room Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays and Sundays at 5:30. Bye, honky tonks.
Thank you, Mr. Sister Mary Star Time. You can catch Sister Mary's Playtime at the Red Room all weekend long.
Yeah, 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, a couple quick things. Carnival's next week. Can you believe?
2 Thursdays from yesterday.
2 Thursdays from yesterday. Okay, great.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited, and one of the biggest things I'm excited for is Todd is going to be back to host as Tadana at the Carnival pool party at the Brass Key.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to be there as her handler, powdering And it's tough being in heels at a pool party. So it just takes someone to help you around. But I'm so excited to be there. It's Monday of Carnival week, and it's going to be amazing. Come say hi to me and Todd.
I can't believe it's almost Carnival.
I know. The theme is let them eat cake.
Oh, Renaissance.
Yeah, exactly. Also, new merch here at the brewery. The 90s are back. Let's do it. Yeah, it is a, what is it? Hypercolor.
A hypercolor shirt. The warmth of your body changes the color of the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Most people, not most people, definitely the person behind the camera, were not born in the 90s even. So we have to explain what hypercolor technology is to the youth of America that are watching this program.
But they are available in the tap room now. They're super fun, and they will be available online shortly. So get one. I know, they're so cool. I think they're going to go really fast, so come in and get them. One of our bartenders was like, see, touch it, and she touched it, and it got darker. I was like, are you a lizard?
She's cold.
She's a lizard.
Cold-blooded.
Okay, I just a few quick news stories. So this past week was the individual events at the Olympics for gymnastics, and my favorite moment was when Jordan Childs and Simone Biles got silver and bronze in the floor exercise, while Rebecca Andrade got first. She got the gold medal, and it was really cute. They both like bowed down to her, which I think is really special. One thing about the gymnastics is like we're always like pitting teams and countries against each other, but they all say it's like we all know how hard this is, and we are just hoping everyone does their best, and we are supporting everyone. And I think that was a really special moment.
Did you watch the beam final? Of the 8 people performing, I think 7 fell off.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen such a sloppy final at any Olympic event in history.
Well, there was also the women's vault that one year where
it was too low.
It was like it was like an inch or two too low, and just everyone was just like,
yeah, check the equipment. They learned that lesson. I don't know if something was wrong with the balance beam or what.
Yeah, I actually wondered if that's what it was.
I will say this though. I remember a time when gymnasts strived when they went for perfection. Now they just go for the most difficult thing, so they're all falling all the time. Make it pretty, make it perfect. If you have to take one twist out of that triple back tuck, take it out.
You lose.
Nah. Simone did the most difficult thing and went out of bounds so many times that she lost.
Because she got silver.
Right. That's losing for her. If you're Simone Biles, silver is losing. She should feel deep shame and
do a
humiliation.
somersault.
I will during the break.
Sure.
Do a somersault.
Do anything. Touch your toes.
I said to my coworker the other night, I was like, guess what? I'm the Simone Biles of bartending. And he goes, oh, you have mental illness and you quit 2 years ago? And I was like, what? Thank you for gasping.
Okay. I've also been saying I'm the Simone Biles of bartending. I'm taking the summer off from bartending. It's basically like when Simone Biles took off the Olympics last time.
Oh my God.
I'll let someone else be the best this summer. Also this past week, Kamala Harris announced her VP pick, Tim Walz. I'm very excited about this.
Me too.
Yeah. There are so many reasons I'm excited about this. I feel like he is a good complement to Kamala, as well as a very well-rounded, down-to-earth person, which I feel like is often what the Democrats need. And one of the most exciting stories about him is, so he was a football coach at a high school, and then when a queer student started experiencing bullying, they decided that they wanted to start a gay-straight alliance and asked him to be the advisor. And in my high school, we had a basketball coach who also was very outspoken about queer people being safe at school. And those types of people make such a huge change and a huge difference in school, bringing people together and showing people that you don't do one thing or the other. You can be all things and everyone can support each other. And that really stood out to me as such a great thing that he did. He also banned conversion therapy in the state. He also made it a refuge for youth seeking gender-affirming healthcare, as well as it made it illegal to ban LGBT books in his state. Yeah.
Love him.
And that's just a small smattering of amazing things he's done. I'm very excited. Yeah.
Good pick.
He also owns no real estate or stocks.
He doesn't know what?
Yeah. Which I think is great. Yeah.
Huh? He doesn't own an apartment that he lives in?
That's what I thought. Who knows? Maybe he just owns a house. So they're like, oh, he doesn't own real estate because every other congressperson, senator owns a bunch of investment property. Okay. Who did you talk to?
Who did I talk to? Video creator Chris Stanley was in town during Bear Week, and I got to sit down and talk to him about his creative process and his plans for the future. Please enjoy this interview with Chris Stanley. Everybody, I'm hanging out at the pool by the grass with Chris Stanley, the video and content creator who you might know from some of his man on the street interviews on YouTube. That's how I discovered you. Thanks for making some time to chat with us.
Thank you for having me.
So where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from New Hampshire, but now I live in Boston with my boyfriend.
But he also has a place here.
Yep.
So you're here a lot.
So we're here a lot. I love it. I'm really thankful that he showed me the beauty of P-Town and that now I can come for the rest of my life.
And maybe for the whole summer at some point?
Hopefully next year I want to be here for the whole summer, yeah. That would be so fun.
Can you tell me how you began your career creating videos?
Yeah, so originally I graduated high school and I was like, yeah, I'm going to take a gap year before I decide anything. So I took a gap year and then COVID happened and then I was like, yeah, I don't want to go to college during this. So I started making videos and then it was working a little bit. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try and do this for another year. And then the another year did very well also, so I just kept doing it, and yeah, that's how I started.
And I'm going to spare you the humble brag, but he has like 500,000 followers on all of these platforms. Like, and you've watched it grow organically. Like I saw a Christmas 2022 video, and you were like, "Yay, 100,000!" And now it's like 4 or 5 times that. So
yeah,
this is really just kind of starting for you.
Yeah.
Where do you see it going?
I don't know. You know, I'm kind of just having fun, doing what works, going with the flow, and also just trying a whole bunch of new types of videos and types of content. But I would like to hit 1 million. That would be fun.
And very recently, which I thought was so cute, it was like, how many strangers can I get to hug me in Provincetown?
Oh yeah.
How many actually said no?
So there were 3 people who sort of said no. I only put 1 in the video, but I get it. Random stranger asking you for a hug. I'm planning to do another version with the Bears. I'm expecting 100% yes.
You're gonna disappear. We're never gonna hear from him again.
Yeah. So that should be fun.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see that. And I know you're also venturing into filmmaking.
Yep.
So it's not just interviews. You have a short film out now. What's it called?
Second Thought.
And what inspired that?
I guess just hookup culture and Provincetown, because it's all shot here in Provincetown. And I've just been wanting to make something a little more serious or traditional for a while. So my friend called me with an idea and he was like, let's do this. And I was like, oh my god, I love this idea. It's so cute. So we did it and it came out great.
Are you going to submit it to film festivals?
Yeah, I was actually trying to submit it. We missed the cutoff for the P-Town Film Festival, so that was sad. But hopefully next year they might accept it. But I have been submitting it to a bunch of other film festivals. It's already won like a bunch of nominations, 4 awards, like 2 finalists. So it's doing well.
It's beautiful. I mean, it helps that you shot it here.
Yeah, no, that's like where the core of it comes from, is just being in P-Town.
And do you see this as like the next step in your creative growth as a filmmaker, maybe?
Yeah, I would say so.
So like narrative feature at some point?
Oh yeah, I've been helping work on one, but I would love to like write my own about something, or maybe adapt Second Thought into a feature itself. You never know.
Well, what I really appreciate about a lot of your work is that it's really positive and uplifting, with a focus on the gay community in a positive light. Like, there's so much dark negativity out there, and it's really nice to see something that's, you know, makes people smile and laugh, and it's beautiful to look at.
Thank you.
So I hope you get to be here next summer for the whole year.
Me too. Hopefully I'll see you.
It's really nice to get to talk to you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
We'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Chris. It was so nice to get to spend some time with him. Now, please welcome to our show our dear friends, Mary and John, Mary Callanan and John Richardson. The latest iteration of your new musical has been, you've had a reading this week, the Jack of Hearts Club. Who's Mary playing?
I am playing Dorothy Cabral. Yay, shout out to the Cabrals of Provincetown.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm one of the OG people in town.
Hmm.
And my daughter and I run the Jack of Hearts Club.
I buy that.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
I went to the last time you did a reading of it before you were part of it.
Yeah.
Correct.
But you know that I love this woman so much,
Oh,
right?
I'm obsessed with
Please
I
stop
know.
touching me.
Sorry. Oh, how'd it go? How's it going?
It's awesome.
His show has nailed the color of Provincetown, the feeling of Provincetown, the people of Provincetown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really, really special. And we're so grateful to have Mary involved. It was just
Everyone
amazing.
in it is wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It
I'm just the oldest.
So
But
is this the 4th iteration of readings?
Yeah, so we've had 3 over 3 years, and now this is the 4th one. But we've never done one in the summer before, so we wanted to give people in the summer a chance to see it because it's always been in the off season, which made my life easier. But now it's been great putting it up this summer, but a little crazy too.
Yeah.
And you still have 2 chances to see it this evening
I don't-
at 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock.
They're sold out.
No. Bad marketing. No. Please come by the Provincetown Theater. And there's a physical wait list you can get on.
Okay.
Like in the old days
Yeah.
at Equity, when you would sign up on a piece of paper that was stuck with a piece of gum to the wall.
We'll try and get you in. We'll try
For
and
you.
Media seat.
I have a show tonight.
Oh.
We'll do a midnight show.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Just do a third one because it's 7 and 9.
7 and 10.
7 and 10. You did 10 o'clock last night.
10
as
o'clock
well.
last night. Yeah. It was late, but it was good.
I was
For
wondering how
you-
you were squeezing it in amongst Rocky.
Yep.
It's very this
Sandwiched.
town really works like a Jenga game.
You can,
Mhm.
you have to.
The performers are coming from different shows and they
Yeah.
run in just before places. It's very exciting.
Much like this show, actually. But
Yeah,
Yes.
literally. Literally.
I feel like for the most part, you've had to like kind of be behind the piano and like listening for certain things. Are you getting to like experience the whole thing yet?
So I played piano last night, and I'm hopefully as we do future iterations of this, I won't have to play piano, and I can like hide in the back
Mhm.
of the audience. But last night it was really fun because I've known these performers, and I've written all of these parts basically for each of these actors. You know, Brittany Rolfs has been in every single reading. Shuo has been in every single reading. Danny Marandola. So a lot of these people I've been getting to know, and so playing for them is really meaningful for me, and I love that. So it's heightened and more stressful to have to perform also, but I've loved it, and I love these performers so much.
I love them all too, except for Brittany.
Yes.
Drag her.
No,
Oh.
I had dinner with Mary Callanan 2 nights ago, and she
Oh.
goes, "I just did a stage reading with Brittany. She said, if you see Bob Keary, tell him to fuck off."
I do think
Brittany
you-
and I are knee deep in a pretend feud, and I am here for
I
it.
think she was relaying a message from me.
Oh wait,
She
she
was
meant
me
it.
to Brittany to.
Is this not a pretend feud with Brittany? It's a real feud with you.
I didn't know
Anyway.
this show would be so controversial this early in the day.
Oh, you haven't watched? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Brittany plays
It's always
Mary's
like
daughter.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the apple doesn't fall far.
Hello. So I say to you,
You can say it. It's the morning.
go fuck yourself.
There we go.
Yes.
With the accent and everything.
You're welcome.
So as this is the fourth reading, what is the future?
Well, that is a great question.
That is a great question.
Yeah.
I've heard rumor.
Yeah, well, it's we're going to see. So after this, and that is the question that kind of continually comes up, and that I'm thinking about all the time. But we have an amazing team kind of surrounding it now, and we have a new director attached to it. Her name's Lita Hoffman. She's fantastic, and she and I actually went to undergrad together. We went to Grinnell College, and when I was 18 as a freshman, she cast me in You're in Town, and she was a year above me. She was a sophomore. And like 16 years later, I asked her to be a part of this, and she's just been so special and so wonderful. And she's been here this whole week, and she and her wife have just become like dazzled by Provincetown. And so she's a part of the team, and we're just so grateful that she's there. And so I bet on Saturday I'll know more about what the future looks like for it. But hopefully next summer we'll get to do a production.
Excellent. Amazing.
So
Keep us
excited.
posted.
John being coy,
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Well, he knew. He heard the rumor.
charming and coy.
that's right.
Thank you guys so much for making some time
Thank
for
you
this.
very
you
much
so
for
much
having
for
us.
Where else can people see you?
This weekend, I'll be at Tin Pan Alley doing piano bar at the senior citizen friendly time of 2 to 5. You're welcome. Because Judy Gold will be there. You never know what kind of celebrities show up. Bob Keary sometimes.
I'm going to come on Sunday.
Oh,
See you on Sunday.
well, thanks so much for having us.
Of course.
You two, we have to get ready for the next segment. So if you could just get on.
Yeah, we better get.
I'm like, great.
And now a traffic report from Ann Hutchinson.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to do the traffic. Remember, yellow means caution. Yes. Anne is for yet another week shirking her duties as traffic reporter. In fact, she got so bored studying the traffic for you yesterday that she started putting her mouth right over exhaust pipes. And she's at home recovering from that. Yeah, from the fumes, she started to CO2 of everything. Anyway, since I'm here for traffic, I would like to take this time to address a horrendous bit of driving behavior seen across Provincetown lots. Backing into parking spaces. Don't do it. First of all, you have given people behind you a false sense of glee when they see you drive past a parking space only to be met with the red lights of your car in reverse. We're already seeing red because you are essentially a filthy liar, and that's been concluded before the unveiling of the emotional support pet you inevitably have in the back seat. Meanwhile, I actually need an emotional support animal from watching you back into a parking space. Second of all, what time are you even saving backing into a parking space? Certainly not mine. You are always going to have to put your car in reverse to use the parking space, whether it's now when you enter it or later when you leave it. Why would you choose right now when I'm late for work? An idiot like you probably won't make it back to their car, so if you choose later, you'll probably never have to put the car in reverse, and that's called true convenience. People who back into parking spaces should have their driver's licenses backed right out of their wallets until they show proof that they can move forward enough through record of an early vote for Kamala Harris. This traffic report was sponsored by Kamala for American Roads.
Thank you, Anne, I think.
Please welcome Drew Sebastian.
Hey.
Hi, Drew. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Really good. How's your show going?
It's going really well.
Is this your second summer?
It's my second summer.
You were here for just a bit last summer, though, right?
Last summer I was here to 2 weeks, and then they extended me to 3 weeks.
Mhm.
So I wound up having 3 weekends, and then I came back for Holly Folly. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Where do you call home?
Palm Springs.
Oh, no way.
Mhm. Yes, I'm from Tennessee originally, and then I moved to the West Coast. There's been a lot of other moves in there too, but West Seattle, then San Francisco, then LA, and now Palm Springs. I'm gonna keep going down the coast until I get to Puerto Vallarta.
Word.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to be there doing a show this winter, aren't you?
Possibly.
Really?
Yeah.
They're going to take Devil Wears Payless to Puerto Vallarta.
I love
Possibly.
it. I'm
It's
dying to
still-
see it.
P-Town
Yeah.
Southwest.
I know, right?
I think you should. I think you should.
How has it been being here for such a big chunk of time this season?
It's been really difficult.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I love it, P-Town. I love P-Town. I lived here in 2015 all summer, but I was in a relationship, and I worked actually here in this place. It was called 141 Bradford.
Oh, right.
And I was the summer, I forgot the girl's name who was the head baker here.
Mhm.
She was back here, but she took the summer off to go and do her food truck. So I took over for her for the summer, and it was really, really cool. I love those guys, and I love the food that they made here. But so this is not my first summer, but it's my first summer here trying to sell the show.
Right.
And my crowds are really, really small right now. But as the summer goes on, like last year, then the word of mouth takes over,
Right.
and then they're like, oh, he actually sings. He actually does stuff. So
Does stuff.
does stuff. He does stuff. He does do stuff.
I heard you do stuff. I heard you tap dance too.
I do tap dance. Yes. Right now it's kind of like not choreographed. So I just like do whatever I can think of.
The flat step stomp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like shovel hop step.
Yeah.
But little by little, every week I do a little bit more tap.
And what kind of songs are there? I know you're billing yourself as America's favorite daddy. Is that what it says on the poster?
Well, yes, because I won that in the Gravy Awards, which was a 22 favorite daddy, and I also won Performer of the Year. And then I also did, let's see, I got a fan favorite. Anyway, so awards or whatever.
What are
but
the grabbies?
the Gravies are kind of like the Gravy Awards are the industry award show. It's kind of like the Oscars or the Emmys for adult film entertainment. So, yeah. But it's
The
stuff like
sound of 1,000 Google as we speak.
the Gravies. There's Gravies America and there's Gravies Europe. Hey, Gravies, thank you.
know.
Oh, they know.
Singing, tap dancing, anything else we can expect from your
I
show?
play the saxophone.
You do?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I play the saxophone, and I think that's all. I mean, I can sew, I can cook, but you'll have to come to see the show to see how I incorporate those.
Are you single right now?
No.
You're not? Okay.
No.
Just asking.
It was
You
nice
single
having
right now, Bob?
Not right now.
No, now. It was nice having dinner with you and Peter and a few other people the other night.
Yeah.
So it was really fun.
And I keep running into Drew backstage at Showgirls.
Yeah.
So it's
I do
been
Showgirls.
Yeah.
I've got a big number planned for this week. I had it for this past week, but they ran out of space for me, so they had to postpone me to next week.
It's been a fun backstage group of people doing it
Yeah.
every week, though. So that's one of the things I love about Showgirls.
Yeah, I do
It's been
too.
nice to see you there.
Thanks.
So when is your show?
My show is at 6 o'clock every the rest of the season. I'm here until the end of August, so August 31st is my last show. It's at 6 o'clock. I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday for the next couple of weeks, and then I do off days. So it's kind of like Monday, Tuesday, and then it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that's it. That's it here.
Yeah, catch them before Labor Day.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, before Labor Day, and then I'm leaving. I'm going to go to Paris for Disney
Oh, good for you.
for my birthday.
And then back to
nice.
Palm Springs. Do you perform in Palm Springs?
I do. Yeah, I do a show. I've been doing a show at one place, and it was kind of like you had to get dinner. So people were like, "It's too expensive
It's
to
that
come and
big
do
purple
dinner."
room, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. What is that called?
It was called Reforma.
Right.
Is that what you're thinking of?
I don't know. I saw
Yeah.
Dina there once.
No, it wasn't that
Okay.
place.
Just kidding.
There is a place called the Purple Room,
That might be what it is.
but that is dinner theater.
Yeah, you
But
have
you
to.
have
do
to
it.
you have to like
Yeah.
be Billy Stritch or Dina Martina could do that, but
Right.
I'm still building my career. Yeah, and dadscabaret.com is where I post all the stuff for the cabaret stuff. It's new. I have another website that is confusing to people because it does have information on my Grabby Awards and things like that. But dadscabaret.com is kind of like, okay, so last year it was called Dad's Cabaret.
Mhm.
People would Google Dad's Cabaret, and I got interviewed by Queer Guru and a lot of other local papers. So it was great. They pull up Dad's Cabaret, and it would get nice results. This year they wanted to call it just Drew Sebastian's It Had to Be Drew. So now you Google Drew Sebastian and you get all the other stuff.
Right.
So I went back with Dad's Cabaret because I think you get better results.
I hear that.
You can be
Yeah.
all things.
I am all things,
Yeah.
but and I'm not hiding from either one.
Right, but this is what you're focusing on.
Oh yeah, totally.
Great.
And this is I used to do this. I was at Dollywood performing at Dollywood, and then Vegas for some. I know Dolly Parton was right there. So she signed my arm. There's a whole story about Dolly in the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks for making some time to come this morning. I know it's a little
Thank you.
early.
It
So go
is.
check them out at the Pilgrim House, you guys. Thanks, Drew.
Hey, thank you guys, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for coming down. Next up, we have the weather from Sean.
Good morning, guys. We are currently socked in with dense fog over here in the West End, and this is just a prelude to the arrival of remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie that has been inundating Florida, West Coast, and the entire eastern seaboard all week. Big Bad Deb will start to show her presence later today and this evening in the form of winds, rains, isolated flooding in low-lying areas, high surfs with seas 5 to 9 feet on outer beaches. All beaches currently have rip current warnings in place, so stay out of the water until Debbie passes by. As of now, there have been no orders to remove boats from the harbor, but those of you with vessels should consider checking your mooring lines and maybe adding an extra line or two. The storm will be passing to our west, and the bulk of the intense winds and rain should happen this afternoon and overnight, with rapid clearing expected by early afternoon tomorrow. Even with clear skies, it may still be quite breezy as Deb exits the area. The good news is, once she's gone, we return to our regular summer programming of stunningly gorgeous weather. Skies will be clear and mild and crisp all week with temps in the mid-70s. My apologies to all of those who visited this current week, as I can now say it has been the worst weather week this season. The solution? Ride out Deb and stay for another week, of course. As for tides this weekend, once Deb is finished tearing through, your walk to Bois Beach will be a little wet on the way home, but late night activities for Saturday night and the early part of next week should be dry. My good friend and art dealer and landlord, Russ LaMontagne, is having a pop-up art show at the Schoolhouse Gallery, 494 Commercial Street today from 11 to 8. He's featuring the works from famous P-Town artists like Salvatore Del Deo, Esteban Deval, and many more. Come check out pieces of art by the most legendary artists in town. Finally, The boat slip is gearing up for the busy weeks ahead. Today, as always, we have boot camp tea, gear up, and report for duty starting at 4. Sunday, we have another Daddy Issues pool party featuring Mayhaps as MC, DG Steve Cyclone on the tables, and pool games with Deck Daddy Sean, and complimentary wieners from the grill served all day. Next Wednesday is the 17th annual Madonna Madness Tea, 3 hours and nothing but Madonna. Don't look for second best, baby. Put your love to the test and get here for the wildest tea dance yet. And then Carnival festivities gear up next week. Much more on that next week. I will be making frequent storm updates from my wharf here in the West End. Starting later today, you can see my live updates on my Instagram account at sean.woof. Everyone stay safe and have a great weekend. For those of you in town, I will see you at tea. Guys, back to you at the brewery.
Thank you, Sean. It's looking like another beautiful weekend in Provincetown. I'm just so nervous sitting next to Judy Gold.
Shut
You make
up.
me nervous.
Why?
Because we didn't have coffee for her and she yelled at
No,
us.
listen. Can we just talk? I need to talk to the crowd. I've worked on numerous television shows, and when I did this show, when it first started, I said, this is going to be, you're doing everything right. This is going to be a success, which it is a success. You can't not have coffee for your guests. Even the shittiest shows have coffee and water. Can you tell I'm from New Jersey? Coffee and coffee. So I had to go to Poland to get coffee. But I'm getting you a shitty coffee maker. That's what you need, like a shitty Mr. Coffee.
Well, the last time we saw you, you brought us a book. You kept that book. I want that book back.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's nice. Just give it up. Don't like
We
fight
passed
for
it back and forth.
I need
I
the
thought
book
you
back.
read it and gave it back to me.
I read it and loaned it to you, but I wanted it back.
okay.
Oh, someone's a reader.
I am. But also, I mean,
I never learned.
Judy visited us in the early days of Wake Up, before the lights and the cameras, when we were
Yeah.
sitting on a couch.
On a couch.
And people would be like, it looks like you have no legs. Why are you interviewing people on that sofa? And so look how far we've come, Judy.
I know, it's amazing. You have these
Bar
chairs,
stools.
no coffee, and no water. Fine.
There's water. You were right, though. You had so much faith in us at the very beginning.
I knew it. I had a feeling. I've produced shows, you know, and worked in TV, and I knew it. I just knew it. And look at you. How many years later?
4.
4
I know.
years.
I
Do you know how
know.
many shows do not last 4 years?
Most.
Mazel tov.
Oh, I don't have any coffee.
Oh, right, exactly. hmm
So you are all summer at the post office.
I'm at the post office Cabaret, and I love it there because,
It's so great.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's where I started.
Mhm.
I started there in 1992, and Varla used to get when Varla started, she would get dressed, and you know, there's the back dressing area.
Nearly.
It's like so tiny, but she would get dressed, and like if I didn't have a babysitter for Henry, he would sit there
Really?
with Varla during my show.
Aw.
And Varla would be putting on her makeup and her boobs and everything, and my son's straight. So nothing works out the way I want it to,
Right.
you know? And today's my other son's birthday.
Really?
Yes.
How's
and
he
it's
celebrating?
23. He's with his girlfriend. He's going for a workout.
Also straight.
All of your kids are straight.
Straight.
You have done
straight.
a terrible job.
It's unfucking believable. I tried so hard. And also, I think Henry must have been about 9, and he had like, I really need to talk to you. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, I'm not gay. And I'm like, are you?
Get out of this house.
I was just like, give it time.
It's just a phase.
It's a phase. You don't know yet. We don't know things when we're 9.
Have you tried sleeping with a boy yet?
Yeah, hello. So I'll be at the Hebrew home with fucking hairs coming out of my chin and shit and pee all over me. So come visit me.
So I often the show after you. You have incredible audiences this summer.
They're really, I think people really want to laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the show, that feeling of, you know what? I don't know what your political views are. I can imagine because we're in Provincetown, but you know, they're not all.
Right. It's true.
And yet we can sit in a room and laugh, and that's what we need to do because it's a release. It's a build. A joke is a buildup of tension and then a release. And you know, you just feel good after laughing for an hour. It's good for you. And that room is so intimate, and I love the staff. And you're on after me with your stupid glasses on. Have your shows been great?
Yeah, we really have. We've had
Yeah.
great audiences. People are really responding well to it, and I think it's the same thing. It's like, it's just fun. It's
Right.
55 minutes of relaxing, laughing at how stupid we
and
are.
forgetting,
Yeah.
like, because it's just you're inundated with shit all the time, and they do it on purpose. You know, so
Yeah.
we get sucked in.
Yeah. Or turn
Coffee.
off.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing about my glasses, when I'm barking, people go, "Oh my god, I love your glasses." I go, "They're in the show. Come see it."
Okay, they're so crazy looking.
Yeah.
And people are telling you they love them.
Exactly. And I'm
Okay.
sometimes people
and
come
you
up
want
to
those
me.
people in your show.
Sometimes people are like, "I love your glasses," and I look up and they're wearing
The same
similar
glasses, and you're like, "Oh my god, I love your show. These are fake for a character."
Yeah. And meant to be ridiculous.
Yeah. It's fun. The bar, you know, I don't think people understand what it's like to have a show here in Provincetown. And the fact that I won't bark anymore because I touched the mic. I won't bark anymore because I did it for so many years. I started with nothing. And we used to bark on the beach. You used to hand out flyers. Remember that? You'd stop at every blanket and be like, "Hi." And then you have to sit. I had really good legs. But all I did was walk the beach up and down. And you'd be like, "Yeah, my show. Please come to my show." And you'd talk to people. And I just wanted to kill myself. But they would come. And that's how I built up my audience here.
Right.
And it is, you can be the biggest star in, you know, Chicago, but you come here, you got to work for it.
Right.
And just to know that it's my 32nd year.
Wild.
It's an amazing place to perform, and you have such incredible audiences, and they're from all over the country,
Right.
and world, and they're smart, and they want to be around gay people. What else do you want? Except some of them, like, we got to get the straights out of here.
God.
It's too many straights here.
Judy, there's some in the room right now.
I know, but wait a minute. I'm not saying all, but
The balance feels off.
I have to say, when I used to come here in the 80s and the early 90s, like, and I go back to New York after being here for a while, I had to remind myself that everyone walking down the street wasn't gay. It was so gay. It was all gay here. It was really, even the beach, it was like there was such a special feeling because we knew we were all here together. And for some of these people, it was the only 2 weeks or 1 week they could hold hands with their partner, or their well, there weren't that many kids, but you know, we had to breathe. But it was really such a special feeling. And I feel like it's not that they're straight, but it's that they don't understand the history or the what made this place what it is. And that they walk around like, "Oh, let me take a picture of the drag queen and let me do that." And it's like, no, this is revered ground. Like, I don't know. I feel like everyone should have to read a little pamphlet before they come here.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Including the gay people.
Yes,
Oh,
including
well,
the young
very
gay
true.
people. There is an entitlement with these young gay people where they didn't really have to fight a lot for their rights. And, you know, like, no, we're always in a precarious situation, and you need to learn that, and you need to learn your history. That's why that documentary I'm in. Did you see the
I haven't
Netflix?
seen it yet.
Oh, you gotta see it. It's called Outstanding.
Oh, right.
It's on Netflix, and it's the history of LGBTQ comedy. And Paige Hurwitz directed it. It's brilliant. It's a history lesson. I think everyone should watch it. You really learn an incredible amount, and it's really a love story to the art of stand-up and how it changes people's minds and what it was like being out.
Right.
You know, when no one was out, and people would come up to me after the show and be like, "Oh, I understand now." And it's like the power of, you know, comedy's a weapon, but it's a soothing mechanism, but it also can be a really valuable weapon. To teach people to be fucking tolerant.
I've seen you weaponize it. The one time I saw your show last summer was the one where the guy kept like finishing the punchlines. Do you remember this?
Oh God!
And you were like, "Ah!" Like, it was great.
It's so. I don't.
He was trying to
understand.
guess everything.
I know. It's like, no, because the minute you start a bit, you're on a path. It's like you're starting a phrase in music, and you're trying to get to the end of that phrase. And someone's like, and it's like, no, because it's so much about timing, and finishing the thought in a musical way. Even like a long, what's really bad about audiences that yell shit out is that there are times where you have a joke and you pause. You have a short pause and then you say the punchline. And in situations where the audience is like yelling and not, you're scared to take that pause that you need to really land the punchline because you're like, oh fuck, this person's going to yell out. And it's something that's always in the back of your head. And it's just like, shut the fuck up and let the comedian do their thing. And if we talk to you, you can talk back, but then shut the fuck up and laugh. Enjoy.
That's literally what she said.
Yes.
And the guy that was doing it is like, yeah. I'm like, she's the only person I know who can scream and curse at you. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And they all come to me like, oh yeah, I loved your show. I'm like, you fucking ruined my show. Okay.
I think that's the name of next year's show.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut
and
up.
laugh.
Shut the fuck up and laugh. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, my show's called Your Mom's Not Funny.
Why?
Because I was at this is one of my jokes, so enjoy. I was at, my younger son, Ben, who's 23 today. Happy birthday, Ben.
Happy birthday, Ben.
He plays college basketball, and they were in the middle of a game. They were playing against Tufts University, and one of the Tufts fans, while Ben was shooting a foul shot, they try to distract them and yell shit, and one of the Tufts fans screams out, "Your mom's not funny."
At a basketball game?
And I was like, oh my God, I was like so happy I had new material. That's all I'm about.
I wonder if that person knows now that your show
that's
is
named after,
he wrote the
Your
name
Mom's
of the
Not
show.
Funny.
Oh my God,
Isn't that hilarious?
I love that.
Yeah.
That's not where I assumed that was about.
Yes.
I do prefer shut the fuck up and laugh.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yeah.
Take that.
I don't even
tough
have to.
student.
Yeah, that's it. Shut the fuck up and laugh and drink coffee.
So what time and what nights is your show?
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Did you know that's the proper way that you're supposed to say?
No, it's
yes.
not.
Yes, it is. Look it up. My mother used to be like Tuesday. I'm like, Mom, why are you talking? That is and then I looked it up, and that is the old proper pronunciation. Tuesday, Sunday, and wait, it's Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Okay. And I've been getting off stage on time because we were starting a little late, and then I was going a little late, and then I got the Judy, you fucking diva bitch, and so I saw
I mean, we all have fun, and it's a wild little crew, but it's
great.
The drama we have is so stupid.
I know.
Which
it's just the best.
As far as performing venues go in town, it's like great.
It's great. It's such an intimate, great. The sound system's great. The people that work there are great.
Yeah.
The other shows are great. Yeah. It's home.
Yeah. Thank you so much again for making some time to come
I
do this
love
with
you
us.
guys.
We love
I'm
you
so
too.
proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm your favorite at the bar at the Red Inn. Right?
I knew you were going to end up saying this
Oh,
on
sorry.
camera.
She's not watching.
I know, but somebody's going to isolate this and send it
Oh,
to
all right.
her.
Sorry. We're not even saying.
Julie Goodbridge. Oh my God. She's
Julie
sitting having
Goodbridge
dinner
is
with
like,
Julie.
I'm his favorite because he knows me longer. And I'm like, no, I'm his favorite. And he's like, well, I have known Julie longer. And then I got a text saying,
You monster.
Because you don't know what Julie's going to do after a martini. You
Oh
know what
my
I mean?
God.
I'm kidding.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you all. Good
Check
job,
out
guys.
this tiny little clip of our friend David Raleigh, whose Provincetown premiere is going to be next 2 Mondays from now, August 19th. Watch this.
Hey, this is David Raleigh. I'm so excited to be playing at the Red Room on August 19th, August 26th, and September 2nd. Hope you guys come out because you know why? I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. You know I do. I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. You know I do. I do 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 do. I do 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 do. I do 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 do. You know I do. I do 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 do. Get your tickets, come on out. Happy to see you. You know I do.
David Raleigh will be on the show next Friday morning in anticipation of his debut the following Monday.
Debut?
of this year's show.
Okay.
But not last year's.
No, his original Provincetown debut was on Wake Up.
Oh,
First time he
right.
performed in P-Town was on this show.
Now he's been everywhere.
I know. Can't wait to see him again. You guys, please welcome to the show for the first time, I think.
Yes.
Wild.
The current
We're
steward
virgins.
of the iconic Land's End
we have a
Inn
book.
in the West End.
Oh my God, it's so pretty.
I know, it is so pretty. This is such a beautiful testimonial to this gorgeous, iconic location that you guys are currently taking care of and shepherding into the future. So tell us a little bit about how this came to be.
Yeah, we'd be at happy hour at the inn, and every guest would always ask us, tell us everything. And we're like, well, there's 120 years of history. We don't even know half of it.
Right.
So we dug into the archives this winter, learned about it, and wrote it down. And here we are. Yeah.
When was it originally built?
1904.
See, this is very like
My birth year.
Oh my gosh, shut up. And then it became Land's End Inn in the 20s.
Yes.
You should buy a book, and then you find that
It's all of this information is in this book, but it's been 100 years of an inn, and in that time, how many sets of owners?
We're the seventh.
You're the seventh in 100 years.
Yeah.
And you guys just took over in 2022.
David was hot.
David Schoolman was hot. We were just saying this as we were flipping through the book.
And he was a party, throw great parties.
I think that for a lot of people that are
crazy, you get the book.
Yeah, definitely buy one of these books. The photography is incredible, and there's a lot of really beautiful like poems and letters and party invitations through the years. I know,
That's
I love
such a great
them.
picture.
So I know, I just want to stare at
I
these
know, I'm
beautiful
like
pictures.
entirely derailing the whole interview.
Yeah.
You're getting smarter. You're getting smarter.
Yeah, there's a picture of my husband in this book too.
Yay! We love
Aw,
Peter.
I know.
If you have any questions, ask Peter.
No, I love this idea for a new work shirt that just says "Ask Peter."
Oh my God, I'm sure he would love that.
They were
I don't know anything.
Yeah. I don't work there, and they're like, "We're going to give you one too." And I'm like, "I will wear that everywhere." This is a year-round business as well. People must know. And everybody wants to be here in the summer, of course, but I personally feel like the off-season is maybe even a more beautiful time to come and visit Provincetown. And there are a lot of really fabulous places open in the winter, and this is one of them.
Yeah, we have a cozy fire every day. The guests go nuts. We put out wine and cheese for them.
And breakfast.
And a breakfast.
Right.
And some of them just order a pizza and like don't leave the property.
Why would you? It's so beautiful.
It always has felt like the place that like the guests are most likely to go and stay and not need to go do anything else. You also have the Red Inn right down the hill if they get too hungry. So and now that Showgirls is happening at the P-Town Inn, there's been sort of this whole like West End Monday night vibe.
The revival.
Yeah, like everybody goes up there for a drink. They stop and have some sliders, and then they go to Showgirls. Mondays have been like super busy in the West End this year.
That's awesome.
I know. So thank you
Yeah,
for being
thanks,
part of
Showgirls.
that. Whose idea was this book?
Well,
I think it was mine. Yeah. I was most of the hands on the keyboard.
Trevor, it's like we made a book, and I still don't know how to use a computer. So.
You've never had a computer, have you?
No.
But I feel like a lot of people think of the David Schoolman era as like a really, really iconic snapshot in time of this place. And he did a lot of the additions that you think of as always having been part of that building really only happened like 30 years ago. Like I think my favorite room in the inn is the Bay Tower room.
That was built in '95.
Yeah. So like you go up there and it just seems like it's all been there all the time. But it's been constantly changing over time.
I always like knew Land's End was beautiful, but Peter gave me a tour of it one, and I was like, it is so much more beautiful than I could have ever imagined in all the rooms. The rooms are all so unique. They aren't like just hotel rooms. They're all so unique, and I understand why people don't leave. Why would you?
I mean, what struck us was like I didn't realize like how queer the history was. The guy who built it was a single gentleman who sold hats in Boston and loved the arts, and so he built this like little bungalow at the top of a sand dune, which is just nuts. And then inside, all the carved woodwork, all the details, nothing's been changed in that main room since he built it. So it's got all what you're seeing is all this like queer artistry from 120 years ago.
Oh my God.
Then David Schoolman wraps these giant verandas around it while leaving today they just like gut the whole thing, right? He doesn't touch the inside. Wraps these beautiful things around the outside, and we just found kindred spirits in those guys. You feel like we're like the next generation of wackadoodles to have our hands on this. So far we've opened a bar, which people seem to enjoy.
Yes, Chalice is Thursday through Sunday, 4 to 8.
Yeah, we don't advertise it deliberately, so it's got a pretty towny vibe and word of mouth.
Definitely the most beautiful place to go up and have a glass of wine in the afternoon. And now Mondays too, or at least until Labor Day probably.
Yeah, and the 7 to 8:30 on Mondays before showgirls.
Yeah, excellent.
Where can we get one of these books?
It's available for pre-order right now on landsendinn.com. And well, if FedEx arrives on time, we're going to have a book signing party tomorrow, which is Saturday at Chalice.
Excellent.
So yeah, we're like watching the tracking numbers. They're
I
running
can
a little
kiss
late.
your copy.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for doing this. It's so beautiful. Honestly, it's a really sweet story too, and it means so much to me personally that you took an iconic property in Provincetown, didn't tear it down, didn't sell it to the highest bidder, and are doing such good work taking care of it and sharing it with everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. What's next, Harry?
Next we have Babes and Boys, letting you know everything we've got going on this week in Provincetown.
Good morning, everyone. We are about a week or so out from Carnival. Have you gotten your costume yet for the Renaissance and Revolution? It's coming up. Can't wait to see you out there. Anyway, starting this week on Friday over at Water's Edge Cinema, How to Come Alive with Norman Mailer and Janet Planet are going to be playing this weekend. So you can get your cinema on over at the Water's Edge Cinema. Also, at the RSVP Town Gallery, Karen Caputo has a show from the 7th until the 9th at 120 Commercial Street. Stop by and give Karen a big hello and go see the show. Also, Randy Roberts is at the Crown and Anchor at 7:30 tonight. Check out Randy Roberts. We love them. Then at the Post Office Cabaret, an evening with Billy Stritch and Nicholas King kicks off on Friday and goes until Saturday, so you're not going to want to miss that. And later on at the Crown and Anchor, the Flower Factory is back in town. This is one of the best dance parties around, so get out there and get to the Wave Bar. Then on Saturday, Paula Poundstone is in town via Payamet over at Town Hall. The show is at 7 p.m., so get your tickets. Then back at the Crown and Anchor, the Queer Comedy Showcase is happening. Each week they have a new comedian in town. Who will it be this week? You're going to have to buy your ticket and find out. Also featuring a rotating cast, the Helltown Burlesque is happening at the Post Office Cabaret with Spooky, and you're not going to want to miss that. Then on Sunday, it's the last day of the Olympics, so even if you haven't seen any of the Olympics, you can catch the closing ceremonies over at the Provincetown Brewing Company, which will be hosted by Peter Toto, and come on by and get their brews. Also on Sunday, A Part of the Noise, a reading of a play by Carl Klein, is happening over at the Provincetown Theater. Get your tickets at the Helltown Players. Also, if you haven't seen Be My Baby Yet by Hillary Tamar, I think you're going to want to see that. It's at 7:30 in the Cabaret over at the Crown and Anchor. Also, Shaboom is in town August 11th through the 25th at 7:30, and that's going to be in the Wild over at the Gifford House. Monday brings us Broadway on the Beach, happening every Monday, again with another rotating cast of really great singers and lineup. Great show, catch that. And Starcross also happens on Monday at the Crown and Anchor. Sign up and you might be able to find some love in the stars. Also on Monday, Let Me Be Your Star happens in the Cabaret from 10 until 12. You just might be the next star. Get up on that microphone. Tuesday brings us the Provincetown 20th Annual Jazz Festival, and you can catch the whole lineup at the provincetownjazzfestival.org. Also Tuesday brings us Chelsea Piers over at the Red Room playing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Catch Chelsea Piers conquering the NYC drag scene and now coming for you in Provincetown. Tuesday also brings us Wild Card over at the Wild at the Gifford House, again with another rotating cast of really great characters, SNL skits, and funny comedy. Check out Wild Card. Good job, Peter Toto. Wednesday, there is No Greater Love, a benefit fundraiser for the Animal Rescue League of Boston, and the Provincetown Arts Society and Provincetown Arts Association and Museum. That's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at PAM. Also back at the Post Office Cabaret, Hey Bitch, a musical journey to Planet Bitch is happening every Wednesday with Bitch and Beaver. Please go see that show before it's gone. Thursday, we have Glory Pole over at the Gifford House. Another great rotating cast of people rotating around that pole. Go catch them. And upcoming, as I said, Carnival is coming up from the 17th to the 24th. You can get all of your information from ptown.org for all the events and parties and everything coming up. They've been knocking out some really cool stuff, including Power Snatch, a party I'm personally looking forward to, and Dance Dance Revolution Party. Go check them out at ptown.org. They have your full lineup. And if you want to see any of the things on this roundup, please email us at Babes and Boys or at us on Instagram at Babes and Boys, boys with an I. And we'll see you later. Drink your water.
Thank you so much, Babes and Boys, for that update. And now one of my favorite performers anywhere, doing a number from his show Summer Breeze, which you can find at the Red Room tonight and Sunday night. Please make some noise for Mr. Edmund Bagnell.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. And don't tell me what to do. And don't tell me what to say. And please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display, 'cause you don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I never stay. I don't tell you what to say. I don't tell you what to do. So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young. I love to be young. I'm free. I love to be free to live my life the way that I want, to say and do whatever I please. And don't tell me what to do, oh, don't tell me what to say. So please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. I don't tell you what to say, I don't tell you what to do. So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young, and I love to be young, and I'm free. I love to be free to live my life the way that I want, to say and do whatever I please. You don't own me.
Come on over.
Now I'm awake.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Really good. Good to see you. It's been so long.
I know. I miss the summers when it was just here, and now it's just like a few days. But y'all having a good season?
Yeah.
So far, I think
Yeah.
so. He's actually having the best summer he's ever had.
I love it. I love it,
Everybody
Bree.
that knows you keeps saying that to me. They're like, he's so happy ever since he quit his job.
I mean, your skin is glowing. You look great.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a great way to be happy. Just quit everything.
I mean, I don't think we have that luxury, Edmund.
I know. I'm like,
Neither do I. How's your summer going?
It's been great. Been touring around a lot. I'm so happy to be here. It's such a highlight to always be in P-Town. I feel like coming home, kind of.
Yeah.
I say that, but it feels like that.
And what inspired this show?
Oh, well, it's called Summer Breeze. So I love yacht rock. Like I'm of age, I think, when I come into that. So I'm doing like a lot of yacht rock, a lot of pop music, just really fun, happy summer stuff. Oh, and I should say I am playing with pianist John Thomas, who's amazing.
I love John
I know.
Thomas.
I love working with him so much. So he'll be there, and he'll be awesome.
Are you married?
No, long-term engaged.
Okay.
Everybody's like, y'all are married, right?
Well, that song makes me think that your husband is very bossy. Right? Isn't that the My Husband's Bossy song? Don't tell me what to do.
Don't. That's right. Not inspired by Colin, but
Okay.
just a good song. Right?
No, I'm just projecting. Love you, Peter. Oh my God. What time is the show?
I'm tonight at 7 p.m. at Red Room and Sunday night at 9:30 Red Room.
Excellent. And that's it. Just 2 shows.
Just 2 shows. Yeah.
Where are you going after this?
I'm going to Rehoboth.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tell them I said hi.
I will. Other seaside.
So now you're on the circuit rather than
That's
spending
right.
time in P-Town.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
Where do you do your shows down there?
I'm doing it at Diego's, which is a great venue, and yeah,
nice.
Can't wait.
We'll have fun. Break a leg, kill the people this weekend.
Oh, thanks, guys.
What are your winter plans? Are you going to PV, Fort Lauderdale, any of those
Yeah,
spots?
it's gonna be in PV. Miami, yeah, all the places, all
the
the
winter
things.
circuit.
Exactly.
Palm Springs too.
Palm Springs, yeah. I was just there actually for the summer, and it was great. I loved it. It wasn't crazy hot.
Really?
For the
Yeah.
winter.
No, like in June. I was there like June,
And it
yeah.
wasn't hot?
I was like, I know.
Didn't they just set a record?
I think it was
More
before
recently.
that.
Okay. You just got lucky.
Right. No, I've been there where it's like 120 at night. And
Yeah.
you're just like,
Ew.
Yeah.
Brody.
But it's a dry heat. And I'm like, okay.
melt your face off.
Yeah,
honey.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thanks so much for coming in today. Break a leg tonight.
Thanks for
and
having me.
Sunday.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
That's our show.
Yeah. I want to thank our sponsors, the Crown and Anchor Provincetown Brewing Company, the Boat Slip, Shipwreck at the Brass Key, P-Town Tourism, and the Provincetown Business Guild.
Thanks for waking up in Provincetown.
Wherever you are.
And we'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. In Provincetown.